This podcast is brought to you each and every week by Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. They've got all the audiobooks that you could ever conceivably need or want to fit inside of your brain. So head over, find something you like, and just dig right in. Also, we did not get a chance in the middle of this podcast. You know how we go. We just get rolling on a stream of consciousness and just sort of lose track of where we are. We do have a fact checker, a new fact checker. Our buddy Brent, he's jumping in. He's going to be filling in here, doing it when he can. Of course, no pressure. But we do have a fact checking segment from Brent. So go ahead, Brent, take it away.
Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I guess we should get this little ball rolling. In regards to Johnny's reference to the Girl Scouts and then the Canadian Girl Scouts that Zach referenced, there is a difference. So Girl Scouts of the USA is what the Girl Scouts are called in the US, and then in Canada, they're called Girl Guides of Canada. Now, just to clarify here, the Girl Guides of Canada were founded before the Girl Scouts of the USA, like by 2 years. And see, the Girl Guides of Canada was founded September 7th, 1910. And then the Girl Scouts of the USA was founded March 12th, 1912. So, just a little bit of a fun fact on that. And then Zach was right about the Olympics in '96 being in Atlanta, Georgia, which was located at Centennial Olympic Park. And just looking at my notes here, forgive me, but the last time the Olympics was celebrated in and around Canada was Calgary '88. Now, there are perks and risks of hosting said Olympic Games. It's just there's a lot more benefits than there are risks. I mean, just looking here on the little fact thing, I'm just pulling this up off of the Calgary's 2026 draft for hosting the Olympics, which they did bid for. Looks like, a lot of businesses will benefit off this because a lot of people obviously come to see Olympics from all over the world, so that boosts business immensely. It really helps the economy grow in those cities in new ways as well, and help people make new ideas for potential businesses and even restaurants. There was one restaurant that was there was a brewery that was made in Calgary that reminisced the 80s, and kind of has that little retro feel. Going back to like what the budget is for the Olympics, it's big. It's billions of dollars. But in the risk of hosting an event this size, just kind of they have to make a return on that investment, economically, socially, and environmentally. Some people don't think it'd be enough for the people that live in Calgary if things aren't taken care of while the Olympics are being there. Obviously there's more people equals more trash, right? It's just like based on people's opinions and everything. Because hosting the Olympics, it's an unknown factor. So it can either benefit the city and it can also hurt the city at the same time. So whether it goes up or down, it's all up to the people. And looking at in regards to Johnny's question about the budgets, that we prioritize in the States and in Canada. They looking at the pie charts here that they have on their website, which is calgary.ca. It's a lot. It's a lot that gets factored into budgets. Looking at the police force, the Calgary Police Service is what they titled it. It makes 13% of their operating budget, which is a total of their whole operating budget is $3.5 billion, and 13% of that is the Calgary Police Service, and that is fourth from the most. It's fourth place of what's being spent as far as high costs in that budget. As far as like Calgary police training, a lot it differs between every police force. It also depends on the needs of the area, like use of force and everything. That's something tough to get into as far as a subject and fact checking, because there's never really a clear line as far as, hey, how do these guys train these guys? They do provide plenty of YouTube videos on like their physical service requirements, what training courses they put their officers through. There's a lot, and if you don't think they get enough training, think again. Police forces on all scales and places get a ton of training. You have no idea what goes into that. In regards to, Trump having, will Trump still have memorabilia after he's done, or if he still continues on? His Trump Pence website is still up, and they still sell shirts, hats, signs. You can even get rally signs still. You can even gift these things to people. It's insane, and they're all made in the USA, just so you know. And in regards to Trump as well, the Cheetos thing, they have YouTube videos on how to do Donald Trump makeup with Cheetos. That's insane. That's absurd. I don't even know why you would want to like do your makeup with Cheeto Puffs. Ugh, that's just a bunch of greasy Cheeto puffery madness. Johnny or Zach, they mentioned the what percentage of people know how to even know how to use an umbrella. I couldn't really find that statistic, but I do know they do have a global umbrella survey results on how many umbrellas people own. The world average is 2.4 umbrellas per umbrella holder. Japan being first, being 3.3. And we, in the United States, we rank 6th, being 2.1. England being 1.9. I don't see Canada on there, which is interesting, but it's probably not enough. And the most favorite color is blue, and second to that is black. The least favorite color is yellow. I mean, how much? Not a lot of people decide to use umbrellas. It's like 10% of people use an umbrella on a rainy day. And moving on to the No Nut November and then Destroy Dick December. You guys calculated 496 ejaculations for Destroy Dick December, and so you know how much sperm is in each ejaculation. It's 15 million to greater than 200 million. And that's always varied between if you have a low sperm count or high sperm count. It takes a man to between 24 and 36 hours to fully replenish to their normal sperm count. Now, how many times can you ejaculate per hour? After 5 minutes, your sperm is ready to go again. So, Zach, if you think you can crank out, some counts every 5 minutes just to save time at work, more power to you, man. And if you did do Destroy Dick December, I just did the base 15 million sperm multiplied by 496 ejaculations. That is equal to 7,440,000,000 sperm in that month. That's not to include that's just like the minimum. That's not even like the most that you could ejaculate. So, fun fact. And if you are worried, if you're worried about getting it up, man, you might wanna load up on some vitamin D. Drink some of that fortified milk. Now, you guys were talking about the Toyota truck driver, that's a Toyota Tundra driver, who used his truck to, save people during that wildfire in California. This is true. He totally did. He actually, just looking at what he's gone through an interview, and that was his dream truck. And he even decked it out with bigger wheels, aftermarket suspension, new grille, and then putting in a ladder rack on the truck bed. And then having Toyota reach out to him with offering him a new truck. This is totally true. And just go a little extra on that tidbit. If this appeals to any of you, in an effort to calm his passengers, he put the soundtrack from Deadpool 2, fast forwarding past Celine Dion's Ashes. So he was trying to calm people down with Deadpool 2 music. He also did Take On Me, and a few other songs while he was helping people and jamming out to help people calm down. Now that's quite the guy right there. Way to put on a soundtrack while there's roaring fires going on around you. Apparently the fires were so hot that they ended up welding the heat ended up welding one of his back passenger doors. That's pretty hot, man. And just looking at his truck, it looks like a burnt marshmallow. Like his passenger rear taillight was like just melting. There's a picture of it, and it just looks like it's just falling apart off his truck. And following up on the wildfires, Kanye and Kim Kardashian, they did hire private firefighters to not only save their home, but they also saved the homes in their neighborhood. So apparently you can still do that. I don't know why you would. I mean, I get why you'd be able to have that money that other people don't have to hire firefighters to come out and save your house, not only yours, but everyone else's in your neighborhood. That's one way to do it. And Joe Rogan is the man. He posted on his Instagram that he had a bunch of firefighters and stayed in his neighborhood during the mandatory evacuation to save. The firefighters had saved multiple properties, including his own. So he had 2 massive freezers filled with elk meat, and he fed all of them with those amazing elk meat burgers. Elk burgers. Oh, that sounds so good. And Johnny, if you ever make a Twitch handle, I want it to be determined, as you said. That would be a cool handle, but good luck getting one, because there's over 20 people that have a to be determined handle in many forms. So good luck on that. And I guess the rest is to you guys. Hope this was helpful and informative as far as fact checking goes. See you later.
All right, thanks, Brent. Really appreciate it, bud. Very in-depth, thorough dive into the insanity that is our brains. Wide range of topics covered there. We do appreciate you taking a look at it. I've missed having a fact checker, actually, so it's good to have somebody at the helm again, keeping us accountable for all the stupid bullshit that we say. So thanks again, Brent. We do appreciate it, bud. And now, guys, I will just go ahead and throw it to the actual podcast. Me and Johnny back in the studio, chatting it up for a solid 50 something minutes. I don't know, but this is obviously we're recording on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So when you guys listen to this, I hope that you have or had, depending on when you listen, a happy Thanksgiving from everybody over here at Jumbled. We do appreciate you guys. We're thankful for you coming back and listening every week. So please continue to do so. Let your friends know about us. But now let's get to the podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I am the Jam Man.
I am Zach.
Which one am I, dude? Are you me? Am I you? What's going on?
No, it's so confusing.
Now nobody knows. It threw off the whole feng shui, dude.
Oh, sure did. Do you ever, when you know how we do this on Skype, do you leave yourself as a little square in the top right corner, or do you put yourself as equal size picture?
No, I like seeing your big, beautiful face, so I'm a very small square.
Oh, yeah. I also like seeing my beautiful face, so your square is actually the small square.
You son of a bitch, dude. It's fine though. I don't blame you.
No, it's equal squares.
I don't blame you. I look like a
equal
piece of shit most of the time. So.
What are you talking about? You're usually at least fully clothed. I'm usually coming home right from the gym and have like my face is all swollen.
You're in a button-up shirt right now. You couldn't be more clothed.
I am fully clothed and not coming to you after getting beaten up. Physically, anyways. I got a little beaten up. We did an escape room tonight.
Okay.
So in classic John fashion, I double book myself all the time.
Yeah.
I blame the CTE.
Last week was D&D.
This week was escape room.
This week was the escape room. What's next, dude?
Next week I'm not. Just the gym next week. Just the gym, maybe.
All right. Well, but you're gonna have to
No,
the gym's gonna be on fire or something.
I'll be back.
Like, there's gonna be something.
I'll be back by 7:49 next week.
Okay.
You heard it here on Jumble Podcast. I will be on Skype by 7:49.
It doesn't mean anything to anybody because they're not listening live. Like, it doesn't make any difference, dude.
But
you gotta make promises to me. That's all that matters.
I
dude.
am making a promise right now. I'm just really, sometimes Allie says things, and you know this as a married man, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever you want, sweetie.
Yeah.
And
I'm along. Let's do it.
Yeah, and then I look at my calendar, and I'm like, oh fuck.
You actually have a calendar event in for recording every week?
Yeah.
See, I don't. I'm like, oh yeah, tomorrow is when it comes out.
Well, I know
it's just gonna have to happen.
I know we typically record, but I like to block it in my calendar, so that no one puts any work things.
I like that you put it in your calendar, but you're still just like, yeah, I don't need to reference my calendar when I do other things.
No, I
reference
what's the
my
point
calendar
of having
all
all
the
the
time,
and I put other things in there, but I wasn't thinking about Tuesday, and then this was last week or something, I don't know, and I was just in my own little world, and Al was like, yeah, let's do this on Tuesday, and I probably didn't even hear Tuesday. I was just like, yeah, okay, let's do this. I won't go to the gym. And then I was like, oh yeah, Tuesdays. I do something else important on Tuesdays. What is that? And then I referenced my calendar and was like, oh yeah, I talked to Zach on Tuesdays.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that other thing.
Just this little podcast thing,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think this podcast should be anybody's, nobody should be waiting for this podcast. If you're sitting around waiting on Jumbled to come out.
I want people to. That means we're doing well. And I get really excited when I get little notifications of new episodes of my favorite podcast. So I'm sure there's at least one person out there, my mom, who gets really excited for Wednesday mornings.
Thanks, Johnny's mom. Oh gosh, dude.
I'm sad she never. Mom, I know you're listening, and you listen every week. You never answered to my question of you smoking weed for the first time ever in your life and coming on the podcast, and that hurts my feelings.
She didn't, but what I thought was sort of weird is that she did respond to the Destroy Dick December challenge, apparently.
We can make this a fun game. Mom, text me how many days you think Zach will make it.
This is getting weird, dude. You're gonna have people cheering for me. You can do it.
And then there'll be people when you're getting close to their number, they'll just start sending you lemonparty.org posts just to try and kill your mood so you don't follow through.
No, man. You know what? I have a feeling I could probably get off to anything.
That's a little weird.
Most things. Not Facebook videos of
Lemon Party,
puppies and stuff. That's weird. But
speaking of puppies and weird, not to distract from what you like to jerk off to, but
everything.
Noted.
All those tasty, the tasty videos on Facebook where
You're
it's
jerking
just
off right now, aren't you?
People, oh god, I'm about 2 minutes away, dude. You'll know. Those videos where they're making cakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the overhead, mix these ingredients together and then at the end, right as they're spreading the last little bit of icing, I spread my own icing. You know what I mean?
That's so gross, and it's all I'm gonna think about now when I see those. Fuck you. You know what really bugs me about Facebook videos?
What's up?
The fucking ads they put in the middle of the video. Does anyone make it past those ads? I stopped watching every single Facebook video. One, I don't use Facebook very much anymore because I deleted it from my phone. But when I am on it and I see a cool video and I actually click it to watch it, the second it says ad coming in 5 seconds, I stop watching.
You're like, I'm out.
So,
Well,
is that profitable for them? Because I mean, does anyone watch the ads? And then I feel like it fucks the content creator for putting their video on Facebook.
Well, it's sort of like YouTube. I mean, YouTube follows the same model where they throw an ad in.
Yeah, but those ones you can usually skip, or you have to watch like 4
depending on the ad,
seconds of them.
I've seen them able to be skipped on Facebook. Depending on the ad.
I just get so infuriated on Facebook that I just click away the second it comes up.
Yeah.
Even the warning, it gives me a warning. I don't even take that bonus 5 seconds. I say, fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what you're doing to me.
At least on YouTube, they just say, hey, it's happening now.
Yeah.
Surprise. Here's your ad.
What a horrible surprise. Oh, man.
What are you talking about, dude? You don't want that?
No. Not at all.
All right, dude. It's whatever. But I don't know. I think getting back to the Destroy Dick December challenge, I still haven't picked out my
you haven't, and I mean,
still have not picked out my site.
You have like 10 days, I guess.
I've got time. I've got some time.
Do you have some time?
But God damn it, cat! My cat's trying to scale my chair while I'm recording. No, but it will be picked, and that's also going to be something that I need to be very cognizant of.
You want it to have some variety.
Right, you want to have variety, and you also, God, the yawn cast, dude. We're both doing it.
I know, we're just sending them back and forth. It fucking sucks. I'm so tired.
Hey, listeners. How much do you love this podcast right now? You remember earlier, Johnny, when you're talking about how you were hoping people would just like love this podcast?
Yeah, this is not a great start to this episode.
Just yawning, so unenthused. That's what it's coming across as.
I'm
we just don't care.
I'm just exhausted.
Yeah, you know, all that other stuff that you have on your calendar.
Oh my god! So this past weekend, I helped teach a self-defense class all week and all weekend, and that's exhausting because I was basically a human training dummy. And then Monday, what did I do Monday? Monday I went to the gym again, so that was 6 straight days of jiu-jitsu, which is pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
Especially considering Sunday was 6 hours and Saturday was 6 hours. And then today I had to drive to Medicine Hat, which means nothing to you, but it's another city that's about 3 hours away. So I had to drive there and
old
back.
Medicine Hattie.
Old Medicine Hat. Beautiful city, beautiful town. If you're ever in Alberta, highly recommend you go see it. Always have great weather. It's always sunny there.
There we go.
And then I drove back, and then I worked some more and yawned. Oh, fuck. Let's just write this podcast off. Just end it now.
No, I'm not ending it, dude. We're 10 minutes in. That's the thing about Jumbled, dude. You know, good, bad, ugly. Nobody.
You're getting it all with us.
You get what you get, dude. Most of the time, it's going to be bad.
We did say this podcast is about two friends just shooting the shit. And sometimes when you're shooting the shit with your bud, you have, you go down some weird rabbit hole of hilariousness. And sometimes you get to hear about my exciting work travel schedule where I came home and then worked a little bit more and then rushed to an escape room, which we beat both of them. Hey,
congratulations.
And then I came back and tried to drink expired grapefruit juice, which had a weird slimy consistency to it.
Grapefruit juice in and of itself is already
Don't you dare say it. It's
tart.
Delicious. I love grapefruits.
I mean, Okay. Don't worry, I won't disparage the good name of grapefruits. What was it? Oh, speaking of shooting shit, what's the weirdest thing you've ever ejaculated to? You like that segue, dude? That's some top-notch segues,
man.
dude. I've been working on my segue skills. I think as a podcaster, that has to be something that you get better at over time, is being able to segue in between points of conversation. And
I don't know. I didn't even have that.
I didn't even have that written down. It just sort of, popped into my head.
Are you a lotion guy?
No, I used to be a lotion guy.
That's so much effort.
It's a lot of effort. To be fair, feels really good.
Does it really? I can't imagine it makes that much of a difference.
I mean, it's better than...
Wait, you would use lotion when you would speed jerk?
No.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
No, if it's
so you like to make love to yourself. You set some candles, eat some chocolate-covered strawberries.
Yeah, put on some...
a nice glass of red wine.
Yeah, some Kenny G. Put on some, like, a Careless Whisper or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not... I mean, I know that's not Kenny G.
Take
but,
a couple hours out of your night.
Yeah, just really treat myself nicely.
I hope you put that much effort with your wife.
Yeah, I put out, but
yeah, whatever.
No, no. I mean, it's all made up. Obviously, I don't do that. But from time to time, I do bust out the lotion. But it's only every now and again. It doesn't happen a lot.
That's something else. I applaud.
Newsflash: Joe Oxley is sending me text messages.
Yeah, he wants to play Fortnite. Doesn't he know you have more important things to do?
Well, first of all, let me say this is sort of weird. Every time Joe wants to play Fortnite, he puts DTF ?
Well, I mean...
and for anybody who doesn't know, DTF usually stands for down to fuck. And being that Joe and I are cousins, that's a weird thing to text.
But okay in many states, so you're all right.
I mean, we are from Indiana/Kentucky.
So are those... So I'm intrigued right now. Because gay marriage is only permitted state to state, right? It's a state regulated?
No, it's a federal...
Oh, is it federal?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, they passed it a couple years back.
I was going to say, how confusing would that be that you're allowed to fuck your cousin, but maybe not someone who's the same sex as you?
Right. It's...
but you guys are okay now, so you're good. Go for it. YOLO.
Yeah, it's a...
I mean, you guys are basically brothers, so it's...
Yeah, it's a little weirder.
No, it's like you're just jerking yourself off.
He's just sharing a weird moment with your brother, a moment that you will never talk about again, a moment that you'll never bring back up in conversation.
Yeah.
Do you have some of those moments, Johnny?
I feel like we need to just move on. Where's your next segue, Zach?
I'm just trying to bring up all your sexual skeletons, dude.
I see that. Jesus.
No. So anyway, Joe texts me. DTF, which is down to Fortnite in our lingo, and I told him I was getting ready to record, and then I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he said, "You don't want me on there. My voice is shot." He then proceeded to send us a message, which unfortunately disappeared from my the text thread. I don't know what happened to it. It must have been like only stick around for like a minute or something like that.
This message will self-destruct.
Yeah. He sounded like a mixture of Barry White and Peter Brady. That one time that Peter Brady's voice was he's going through puberty.
I don't know any of the words that you're saying right now.
So Barry White.
I know who that is, vaguely. I know the name.
The famous soul singer
like
with
me.
The low voice. Yeah, like Johnny.
Chocolate Rain.
That's Tay Zonday, dude.
Same
don't
thing.
Don't you lump Tay Zonday in with Barry White, man. I can't believe you just did that. That makes me so angry. If I'm being serious right now. But I told him that you said it sounded like a case of vaginosis, which I think is fine. You know, that's a legitimate
but marginally offensive these days to say something like that.
Yeah, but hey, that's okay because that's back when Trump said he was grabbing people by the pussy and stuff, and that how he was calling it locker room talk.
Chief. Yeah.
This is locker room talk.
Straight up.
Where you're talking about you're calling you saying another dude has a vagina and stuff like that. You know, just sort of just fucking around or whatever.
But did Joe deny it?
He just shot back. I don't know if you can read that or if that's backwards.
It's too close. Johnny can suck dick.
Yeah,
I think his screen is broken.
Johnny can suck a dick. That's probably what he said. So shots fired. I think that I think that translates to.
He's still butthurt over me crushing his soul in ping pong.
Yeah, but I think he's calling out for a rematch.
Well, until he makes an official jumbled announcement for a rematch, I am the undisputed champion.
It's true. And he probably won't hear this episode
for 6 weeks.
Month, something like that.
Did play some ping pong on the weekend, actually. We had some friends come over, a little get-together.
Yeah, did you have on, let me guess, you looked like Andy Roddick? You were just wearing like...
No, I was just naked. I always pong naked.
There you go. And you use your dick as the paddle. You just fashion the little...
Wham. Yeah, have you seen the video of Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks?
I have. It's actually really impressive, but I don't know if it's true. Is that an actual video?
It can't be.
Dude, if it is, that's the most impressive thing that I've ever seen. But you do that with your dick is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how I beat Joe. He's just distracted.
So you just swing it around. Is it like it's gotten longer.
I just do helicopter the whole time.
the impenetrable barrier. Nobody can get through that, dude.
Mom, please.
How many RPMs are you swinging that thing at, dude?
Please don't Google helicopter cock.
How many RPMs are you doing? 3,200?
At least. Minimum.
That's a lot of hip movement, too, dude. Allie is a lucky girl.
These hips don't lie.
Allie is a lucky girl.
Oh, man. That's one of my favorite things on Instagram right now. All the pages that are drunk people doing things, animal doing things, old people doing things, gym people doing things. I think that's what it's called. But just the dumb shit that people do inside the gym. And it's always guys or old men misusing a machine, but they're basically humping it. Like they're practicing their hip thrusters.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, and the caption is always, "This guy fucks."
You gotta
some like old Asian dude just humping a yoga ball.
You got to keep those hip flexors nice and loose and lubed up, man. You want them to.
Hips are key to life and jiu-jitsu. I have very flexible hips. Open me right up like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Speaking of Thanksgiving,
I know Segue.
I know. Great. You know what? That was an assist, dude. So it was like. That was like a Steph Curry to Kevin Durant moment, you know?
You're welcome for my service.
Yeah, dude, that was solid. Speaking of Thanksgiving, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Not for Johnny. He's already celebrated a month ago. But
is it tomorrow or is it on Thursday? Oh, I guess because this is coming out Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Podcasting, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm good at things.
Oh, Johnny, you got to put yourself in the Wednesday mentality when you record, dude. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Regardless of when we're recording, when you're listening to this, if you're listening on release day.
Well, what if they're listening on the Thursday and then they'll be extra confused? Wait, tomorrow's?
Well, that's why I put a little thing there.
Yeah, well,
if you're listening on release day,
Zach,
tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Enough. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? You having people over? You going out somewhere? Family road tour?
No, dude, we're just we're kicking it, bro. We actually just went shopping tonight. I'm super pumped. We got a turkey. We got a ham.
You're just you and the wife and kids Thanksgiving? Yep. Nice. That's awesome.
We're just chilling, dude.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? I think we've had this conversation last year.
Maybe. I mean, we might have. You know what's weird? I think we missed it. It's officially been over a year that you've been full time on the podcast, dude.
Oh shit!
Congratulations, man.
I'm assuming my.
Actually, is it this week?
No, this is
this week because you jumped in. You jumped in at episode 37.
37, and this is like 90.
Is it? Oh yeah, we did 89 last week. So last week would have been your year.
Wow, Zach, way to not send me flowers for our anniversary.
Which ones would you have preferred?
Punk ass bitch. Lilies are my favorite flower.
Yeah, you have a favorite flower?
I do. They're lilies. I have them tattooed on me.
Insert that meme of that dude from fucking where he goes, "Huh, gay." That thing.
Yep.
No, lilies are pretty sick. I like a nice. I don't know. I'm a simple guy. I like daisies. Daisies. Cool.
That's a solid flower choice. Or sunflowers. I'm down with sunflowers. They're beautiful. They're big.
Sunflowers are huge,
and you can eat them.
It's true.
I do like me some sunflowers.
You can, and the petals are big enough where you can wipe your ass with them.
Pro tip: if you're ever taking a dump in a sunflower field, use the petals to wipe your ass.
If you can jump up and grab a petal off that 8-foot flower.
Isn't that the worst when you take a dump and there's no toilet paper and you have to do that awkward waddle to find toilet paper?
Dude, I usually just call it at that point. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm showering. Like that's
what do you
that's
do?
Really
you just go in the shower and shovel out all the shit out of your butthole? Like what happens there?
You act like I have like an entire turd that's just sitting there, dude. All right, your sphincter. I don't know if you know how your sphincter works, right? It cuts your shit off and it separates the shit from inside and the shit outside, Zach, right? So you only have residue that's in your ass crack.
Yeah,
right?
But you got to go inside the butthole to make sure you're fully clean.
You're telling me you clean the inside of your asshole?
Zach, if you're not bleeding, you're not clean.
Dude, we've talked about this.
I know.
I think it's very unhealthy to clean the inside of your asshole. And I think if you talk to a doctor, they would say the same thing to you.
Zach, we are 1 month into ass eating season. You need to keep that thing tidy.
Dude, no. Listen, dude. Number one, nobody wants to enter that area. All right, that's a no-fly zone. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. My asshole is the Bermuda
Zach, you
Triangle.
need to live
dude.
a little, bud.
Listen, I'm just fearful for whoever enters
yeah, because you don't clean your butt.
No, because they're just gonna go missing. All right, because
so you have a gaping black hole for an ass. Like,
yeah, dude, you don't know what I do with my shitter, dude. You have no idea what kind of weird stuff I'm into. Huh?
You shit with it? Sounds like all you do is shit with it.
It's true. That is what I do with it. But you don't know what kind of shits I'm taking, dude. All I'm saying is if you're sticking a digit inside of your asshole to clean inside of your ass, there's something wrong.
A digit?
Dude.
I'm not a barbarian. That's what the toilet bowl brush is for.
Oh, fuck, dude. This one is getting especially raunchy, dude. I like how this one's flowing right now.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. I don't even know how we got there. Honestly, I have no idea.
Me neither, but I like that we did. I think.
So
I think I
back to my favorite Thanksgiving dish.
Mm-hmm.
I never got to explain that. Not really a good segue at all. I just wanted to revisit it before we moved along. I think, and I don't want it to sound like a cop out, but it's really a combination of all the flavors.
Just like mashing it all together into one.
Yeah,
I do that too.
Just fucking put it all together and then shovel it in my face, and it's all savory and it's sweet. I really like sweet potato casserole.
I can fuck with that. That's super American though.
We have some sweet potatoes actually, but I really just and we're having loaded mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah,
which are going to be fucking delicious as well, and I'm really really looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good Thanksgiving, and I fully expect to just fall asleep into a deep slumber.
That's living the dream.
And then just have dreams about the next day waking up, and then everybody apparently is going to have the gumption to put up their Christmas decorations the day after.
I thought the day after Thanksgiving is the international or the national American Stampede holiday, where you guys just crush each other inside of malls trying to save $30 on a blender.
Yeah. Oh, it's a national holiday. Trump just said it.
He actually said Black Friday is a national holiday.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have been surprised.
Dude, at this point I wouldn't be surprised about anything that he said. But no. So I don't participate in Black Friday, and I've talked about that before on the podcast. It's a completely unnecessary thing, especially with the advent of online shopping, and
Cyber
deals
Monday.
Are also online. Cyber Monday is so
it's weird that we get those events here now.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
you guys never used to get that stuff?
A lot of stores promote Black Friday now and Cyber Monday.
Yeah, but your Black Fridays are
it's the same.
It's crazy.
No, it's not quite as nuts, that's for sure.
Because you guys are all like bumping into each other, and you're going, "Oh, sorry, oh, sorry, oh, sorry there, hoser."
Holding doors for each other. Oh, you want this last TV? I was gonna buy it, but here, you take it.
Yeah,
I got 3 last year.
My my kid's babysitter, I was talking to her today when I was picking up my little one, and she was saying that her mother a few years ago, when they went Black Friday shopping, she's an older lady, she was going to grab a TV, like grab a box, and a dude just a big dude just came over and like pushed her over.
That's fucked.
Pushed an old lady over to get a TV, and then had no remorse about it.
Well, yeah, he saved $100. Fuck your hip, lady.
Whatever, dude. It's just so unnecessary. You can get the same prices on Black Friday for Black Friday shopping if you do Amazon.
Yeah, so here's the downside. There is a postal strike here in Canada, and it's going to cripple online shopping and just Christmas presents in general, because they ain't moving shit right now, and it sucks.
You got to know a dude at the border right now is basically what I'm hearing.
It's not even border. Even within Canada, any letters, like mailing, shipping, it's all on a standstill, basically.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. You have to know a dude who can meet you at the border with all your online shopping stuff.
I'd have to drive down south. Go to old Billings, Montana.
How long has that strike been going?
A few weeks now, and then they asked for a cool down period on the strike to accommodate the Christmas season, and the postal workers basically said, "Fuck you! That's the purpose of the strike."
So what are they fighting for? Higher wages?
Yeah. Well, yeah, higher wages, but it's basically just a cost of living increase, and they want to get paid overtime when they work 7 days in a row.
Sure.
6th and 7th, they want overtime for 6th and 7th day, and I think on the 7th day they want double time.
Well, anything over 40 hours, right? I mean, 40 hours is full time, right?
Yeah. And then they want a bit better benefits because they don't have really good short-term and long-term disability, and a lot of them get serious injuries because they're carrying letters and boxes and all in winter.
Yeah. I mean, call me crazy, but I think if you're
it's pretty reasonable. At first I was annoyed because Allie and I get a lot of packages, and we like to ship stuff for Christmas and whatnot.
Yeah.
First I was really annoyed, and then I read an article about what they wanted, and I'm actually fully in support of them. Like, that's pretty reasonable requests. Like, we want to get paid if we work overtime, and if we get hurt, we'd like to also still get paid like every other person with a legitimate job in this country.
And I work for the postal service for the entire, like, I'm a federal employee.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I deserve to be
all those fat politicians sitting on the Hill just collecting their infinite money for doing fuck all. And then you have some people that are delivering mail walking around outside in winter. Fucking troopers. Those guys don't miss shit. No matter how bad it is, they're always out there. And all they're saying is, yo, I'll do this crazy job as long as you pay me if I get hurt.
Right. Hold on just a second there, guys. Let's talk about our sponsor for today's podcast, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled to get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. The audiobook that I'm going to recommend for the month of November is My Squirrel Days by Ellie Kemper. Ellie Kemper, you might remember her from The Office. She was the receptionist that slid in when Pam was done being the receptionist. If you watch The Office, you know. If you didn't watch The Office, hey, watch that too. That's a good one. But we're talking about Audible and Ellie Kemper's My Squirrel Days. It's got a running time of 6 hours and 14 minutes. It's a good-sized amount of time. This is narrated by the lady herself, Ellie Kemper. Just talks about her transformation from growing up in the Midwest to becoming a semi-celebrity in Hollywood, to becoming an outrageously reasonable New Yorker. So she's made a big transition here, and she's going to cover all of those moments from the start all the way to current to present time. So give that a listen. That's the one that I'm going to recommend. Of course, you don't have to listen to what I say. You guys don't listen to what I say anyway. You guys, you're unruly. You guys want to do your own thing. And hey, that's cool. So just pick something else. They've got over 180,000 different audiobooks. So if you can't find something, there's no hope for you. Just telling it like it is. So again, head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get that free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Completely up to you what you do with your subscription after you sign up. You can cancel anytime within the first 30 days and you won't be billed. Just give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. You get to keep your audiobook after you cancel. There's literally nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Let us know what you picked. Let us know if you picked what we recommended. And hey, let's get back to the podcast because there's going to be some other things we need to talk about. So the anal beads that I got you, because I'm thankful for you. I got you anal beads.
Are they really long? Can you pull start me now?
Yeah.
Like a lawnmower?
From here.
Oh,
from here,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like a walkie-talkie, except I have a physical connection to your ass.
Dude, have you seen the crazy sex toys that are out there now that are wireless and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and shit?
I have actually. I've got one in my ass right now. Oh, Johnny.
Oh, baby, let me push some buttons.
No, I have seen those.
That's
to answer
pretty
your
crazy. And who is brave enough to wear or to insert one of those during the day while they're at work?
Have a lot of meetings or just like an impromptu meeting. Can you imagine? You're up there trying to give a presentation. Oh my God.
Just coming in your pants. Man, do you remember being in junior high and high school and that being one of your biggest concerns is just, you know RBS, right? Random boner syndrome.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and then just getting a random boner and then the teacher calling you up to the front of class to do something. It's like, please don't call me, please don't call me, please don't call me, please don't call me.
Yep.
God, man.
I get those all the time still, dude.
Random boners are just the worst.
You still get those?
Yeah, occasionally. Nowhere near like I did when I was a kid, but
yeah, like you get the kind where like a cat couldn't scratch your dick if it tried, you know.
Blue Steel. Dog couldn't chew it, cat couldn't scratch it.
Oh fuck, dude! You know what? We might as well just rename this podcast to Dick Talk with Johnny and Zach, dude. That's all this podcast is now. It's just us talking about dicks.
Yep. That's We have gone downhill. We need to put some effort into writing. I'm gonna start reading The Onion more because
there we go. We need to just get some more guests on here, I guess, to help us tone down a little bit. Because we just get on in our own ways and just start. I think we sort of ramp it up.
Just fucking yammering right now.
Yeah, dude. But if we had like an actual somebody to talk to, who we didn't make dick jokes around.
I was gonna say we should invite Lacey back on, but we'll definitely go down dick talk with Lacey.
Yeah, but I feel like
it balances out if there's a woman
refreshing.
doing it with us, right?
Yeah. I feel like that was sort of refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Having a female perspective on the dick talk.
We haven't done a conspiracy series episode in a while.
That's true. We need to get Jer back in the studio.
He would probably. He's always got something crazy going on. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll get somebody back in here.
We'll have to do a guest run. Why, you getting tired of me? 1 year and you're kicking me out?
Dude, I thought you were getting tired of me because you sent me like 4 options yesterday.
Yeah, because I was trying to be accommodating.
Yeah. Well, here's what it sounded to me. Okay, it sounded like, all right, we can record now.
Yeah.
We can record later tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can do a solo podcast. You can do a Joe podcast, but you didn't make any kind of preference, and you ended with those 2. So it made it sound like you didn't want to do it.
It was in order of preference.
Oh, okay. Well,
notice that Joe was the bottom.
Yeah.
No, because yesterday I had that oh fuck moment, and it was 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, well, we usually record kind of around this time, and sometimes we record on Mondays.
Right.
So then I thought, okay, well, I'm free right now. Maybe he's free. If he didn't want to do a late night podcast, and you're like, no, that's cool. I'll wait for you. And I said, awesome. Thank you for being fantastic.
Well, I'm always fantastic, You should come to expect that.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, you son of a bitch,
You son of a beach.
I had something else I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I was just going to think. We need to...
Oh,
what do you have?
Here we go. All right. Speaking of dicks, okay.
Oh, boy.
Since we're on a dick roll here, okay. I think we could solve a lot of problems. Like there's a lot of guys who play their machismo up a little bit.
Yep.
I think we could solve a lot of the problems of all of the dickhead problems that we have in the world by instituting a day where it's mandatory that every dude has to go pantsless.
just to let the cock out?
Yeah, dude. Just has to go pantsless. But here's the catch, okay? Nobody can talk about
the fact that you're pantsless?
The fact that you're pantsless.
Interesting.
Nobody can get pissed off if people are staring, right?
I would definitely.
But that
stare.
way we keep everybody in check, because then the dudes know what's up. Then the other guys know what's up, and they know that other people know that they don't have a big dick, and they can't act like a big guy, right? What do you think?
I mean,
I feel like it could go poorly.
I can only really see it going poorly, truthfully. But I mean, that's just a theory, right?
Theory.
So
yeah,
in the name of science.
That's it. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving.
Dickless Thanksgiving, or dicks out for Thanksgiving.
Dickless Thanksgiving. You're not dickless, dude. What are you talking about? We're all having sausage for Thanksgiving.
You know what my favorite? Well, actually, one of my favorite Thanksgiving dishes right now is Allie makes a weird sausage stuffing that's pretty cool.
That was such a weird way to say that was your favorite. Allie makes this weird sausage thing that's pretty cool.
So I love stuffing, and my mom's stuffing is still definitely on my top dishes for Thanksgiving. But Allie makes a stuffing, and it's just hunks of sausage, and I'm into it because it's
awesome.
just pure meat.
Yeah.
But my all-time favorite Thanksgiving piece, sour cabbage rolls.
I don't know that I've ever had sour cabbage
I
rolls.
can guarantee you've never had sour cabbage rolls.
Okay.
I have a bunch, though, if they're handmade. If you ever come to Canada, I'll make you some.
Okay. Deal.
Let that entice you. Some cabbage, some sour cabbage, and some rice all rolled up with some butter and some bacon. So hungry. I did not eat dinner. I had some beef jerky and some dehydrated bananas on my drive home. And a plum and some expired grapefruit juice.
You're still pissed about the expired grapefruit
I
juice,
am, man.
dude.
When I hate wasting
food. You gotta let it go.
No, Zach, I fucking hate wasting food. And here,
then drink it faster.
Well, then I get in trouble because you eat everything in the fridge before we get to eat it, says Allie. And then I don't eat it. I purposely leave her some or half, and then she doesn't eat it, and it goes bad. And then I get mad because my fat ass obsesses about that food, and then I don't eat it, and I'm proud of myself, and I leave it for her, and then she doesn't eat, and I have to throw it out later when I could have eaten it.
Well, here's what you do, man. All right? You figure out what your daily allowance is for the juice up until the expiration date, right? Then you say, hey, have we drank 4.5 ounces of this juice today? Have we drank 4.5? Have we drank 9 in the past 2 days? Well, I'm having a goddamn glass right now because it needs to get drank. Okay? That way, now you're using math and science.
Don't
okay?
use math and science over here. I can't do calculations when I'm fucking hungry and my fat kid comes out.
But you got to think about who you're stepping in the ring with here, right? Your wife is a very calculated.
She is an engineer.
Woman. So you got to go in with some reasoning, okay? You got to use numbers. You got to use figures. All right. You got to make it work for you. All right. But you got to make it work. Okay.
No, I've solved that problem. I just eat everything now. And then if she wants something and I ate it all and I get in trouble, then I just go and buy her a new one. And
there you go.
Eat all of that one too.
Nice,
did you see
bro.
my cheat meal? Oh, you did see my cheat meal. A whole cake.
Yeah, dude. What was that all about? You got a cheat meal for a whole cake.
Yeah, Jeannie's cake is pretty. It's a Canadian specific, Winnipeg specific cake that's not super sweet. Has a cool cookie crust on the bottom. So I bought a Jeannie's cake, which is about the size of a loaf of bread. And I ate about 1/3 of it. Maybe a little more.
That's a good amount, dude.
Dude, you know
Did you have any milk with it?
Yeah, of course. I bought a fresh milk. It was in there.
Gotta.
I had to get fresh milk, man. So you have your predictable when there's a dude at our grocery store, a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember his name right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. He knows me, though. And he fucking guilt tripped me into buying more Reese's. Because Reese's peanut butter cups are typically my go-to cheat meal.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get one of those medium-sized bags of cups, and then I will get a giant bag of Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar.
Okay.
And that's kind of my cheat meal snack. And that grocery store by my house typically has the peanut butter cups for 75 cents or whatever, the 3-pack.
Okay.
Pretty cheap up here. And I usually buy them on my cheat meal, and sometimes I buy like 15 of them and I just eat those.
Okay.
So I'm buying this cake, and this kid is like, no Reese's this week? And then he looks down at the box of Reese's cups. And I was like, you motherfucker. So then I grabbed a bunch and just put them on the counter. And then I ate them. But I ate 3 of them in the car before I got home and only brought 1 in. So Allie thought I was being reasonable.
That's how you get it, dude. And I think it's funny that you had that forethought too, where you're like, all right, now I have to eat 3 of these before I get home.
Yeah, because if I walk into the house with a a full cake and a bunch of Reese's. I'm gonna get judged, especially because we had a bunch of people over for a dinner party. I was like, "Fuck this! This is my cheat day."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Does anyone want any cake?" I was like, "No, we're pretty good." I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, I really want cake, so I went to the grocery store and bought a cake for myself.
You're like, I'll be back with cake for me.
I shared it.
Yeah.
I'm a generous guy.
Sure. That's too funny, dude.
I love cheat meal days. So good.
Yeah. Yeah, I do cheat life, dude.
Yeah, I know. I see it because you're always eating on this podcast. It's fucking eating a Reuben. I'm eating this.
Hey, I have not. Hey, I've not eaten anything on today's podcast.
That's true.
So.
I see you haven't fixed your squeaky chair yet, but that's okay.
What are you talking about?
Just a little WD-40, Zach.
I've got some. It's literally out in my garage. I just haven't brought it in to spray the chair down.
God, I'm so hungry.
What do you have? Actual grapefruit that you could
I
scoop
do.
out of the?
I do have actual grapefruits. I eat a lot of grapefruits.
Well, there you go. Go eat a grapefruit so you can satisfy your.
That's my nightly dessert. You know this.
Yeah.
I'm a citrus man or grapes. I love grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the point where I eat too many and I get the shits. Like instant shits. Well, I usually get green grapes, and I got red grapes this time. They just looked a little better. And I ate quite a
more delicious.
Quite a bit of them, and then within 15 minutes, I had explosive diarrhea, and it was basically just grapes.
That quick?
Yeah, it came really fast. I was a little worried, but it's okay.
You pretty much shot whole grapes out of your asshole. People were like, "We're taking fire. We're taking fire."
I just suck them back. Just like the guy who can do that with hot dogs, and then he can like cough them out and catch them. Yep, that's me. But I love my grapes. I love fruit so much.
Yeah, fruit's yummy. I'm with you. I like honestly, I like bananas, dude. Bananas are
I do too.
Tasty.
I eat a lot of bananas. Potassium's really good for you.
Yep. And then pineapple.
I love pineapple. I will eat pineapple until my mouth is bleeding.
Yeah. That's the thing too. You can't eat because it's so, acidic that it fucking...
It's tough on your teeth and your gums, but it's so good in your belly.
So delicious. Now I want a pineapple, dude. I might have to go get a pineapple after.
That might be tough for you. It's like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we have 24-hour groceries.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I did recall that I forgot to pick up... they're having like a little party at the babysitter's tomorrow for my kid. And
so you got to bake a bunch of cupcakes tonight.
No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna just get a pumpkin pie.
Ooh,
and some Cool Whip and send it over.
Pie.
Yeah, dude.
I'm really torn between my favorite pie between pecan and pumpkin.
You remember that time that you said pecan like 4 different ways?
Yeah, it's pecan. A pecan.
But you said like
pecan.
You said
pecan.
You said pecan.
Pecan.
You said pecan. You said pecan, and you said pecan.
Pecan.
By the way, it is pecan pie.
Pecan.
You're wrong.
And moving on. All right, Zach. One more topic. Make it a good one.
I think I've brought this one up before, and you'll have to remind me if I have. So, have you ever seen that? It's a brush for cats, but people use it. They put it in their mouth. Yeah, I think I've used that. Yep. I think I've talked about that before.
I just lick my dog.
What kind of person sees that in a store
and gets it? Weird cat people. Although, speaking of animal grooming, I'm glad you brought this up. We took our dogs to get groomed today.
Mm-hmm.
and they shaved Gus's butt fur.
Like around his asshole?
Yeah.
So he just got like,
No, but you know,
a
like
straight shot to his pooper.
The classic,
You
like,
can see it now.
corgi butt where it's shaved.
Yeah.
Because Gus has a genetic defect where he has longer fur.
Okay.
And they trimmed his butt like a short dog's butt fur, and it's kind of funny, but also convenient because now he's not going to get Klingons everywhere.
Well, there you go, man.
But he's just like walking around wilding his little ass. Just, it must be so cold. His butthole must be so cold.
He's just getting some wind. That's like how my face felt after I shaved.
Yeah. Speaking of, your beard came in furiously.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's why I definitely won the beard off back in college, and I'd win it today if we did a beard off.
Well, all I can think about right now is my dog's butt and how clean he is, and I want to snuggle him.
Your dog's. Here's what's coursing through your brain right now. All right. Jiu-jitsu, grapefruit, your dog's butt, and wieners. That's what's going through your head right now.
And McDonald's, but yeah, that's basically.
That's it.
That is
dude.
basically my brain.
That's it, dude. Every single time you send me a Snapchat of yourself just beat up, I just shake my head a little bit, dude.
My black eyes have they've stopped, and I'm really glad.
Yeah.
At first Al was like, "Wow, you are really tired, eh?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You have some serious bags." And then I was looking, I'm like, "Oh, I do." And then I pulled them down, and I was like, "Oh, those are bruises." My face is fucked again.
Dude, I can't tell you the last time. Actually, I probably can't tell you the last time I got a black eye, and it was self-inflicted. Okay, the only time I've ever gotten a black eye, I gave it to myself.
How'd you do that?
So, it was a typical Oxley moment. I was on a trampoline.
Okay.
And I was at a birthday party in elementary school. Okay.
That's how long it's been since you've had a black eye.
Yeah. And I jumped way up in the air, and I've always been sort of like a daredevil on a trampoline because I just, have that literal safety net underneath of me, so I feel like I can be a little bit more crazy. So I must have got probably about, 15, 20 feet of air. Came back, landed on my back. Well, I was trying to land on like the middle of my back.
Did you knee yourself in the face?
Yep, leaned back a little bit too far, and my knee came right back. Pop, right on the eyeball. That was back before I had a bunch of gut fat that would have stopped my leg and stuff. But
yeah, these are definitely. I got bopped in the nose real good. Also, why my nose is so like more fucked up right now. I think it's about time to get reset.
Yeah. Oh, holy fuck, dude! What's that? What are you? No, that's not what a nose is supposed to look like, dude. What? All right, I'm gonna explain this. I'm gonna explain what I'm seeing. Johnny's nose pretty much is not connected to his face. I'm not joking right now. Johnny, I know you're not big on the social media, dude, but you got to get on Instagram and show everybody what this looks like.
Show the nose? It's a normal nose. It's just a little swollen and crooked slightly.
Okay, here's what you're going to do, Johnny. You're going to make a post, and you're going to put a poll on the post, okay? And you're going to ask, is this a normal nose, okay? And then we're going to have an overwhelming response of, no, that's not a fucking normal nose.
It's just got a little angle to the left.
Dude, your nose looks fine from the offset, but the problem is that you're pushing on it and it's moving. Like up by the bridge of your nose is not supposed to move. That's so disgusting looking, dude. I cannot even move past this.
It does feel like it's been broken for a little bit. You ever get just like that really sore nose feeling that it hurts to breathe?
No.
That's what I have.
I don't get that feeling. Hey, you ever get that feeling where your nose is just floating on top of your skull? What? No. Jesus Christ.
It's so bad. Like, my nose got so stuffed yesterday that I was breathing from my mouth while I was sleeping, and I woke up and my mouth was so dry.
Dude, I've been doing that too recently.
Oh, it was
my
so
nose.
bad.
It's either been my nose. It's either been my nose stopped up, or I've had like an upper respiratory / throat sort of thing that's been recurring, going on for a while. So it's either been insanely dry mouth, waking up. Stop doing it, dude.
You're making me paranoid. I'm like looking at it now, if it's actually fucked up.
Okay, I want you to look at my nose, even though I'm little. Okay.
You do have just this cute little button nose.
Okay, now look at my nose. I'm pressing on it.
Yeah, yours does the exact same thing.
No, it does not, Johnny. You see right here. Watch. Is it moving? No, it's not. My nose is not moving. This is great podcasting.
Yep. Well, it's about
all this
that
visual
time, so
stuff.
I'm gonna go do some kind of nose surgery.
You're gonna come back next week. And you're gonna just have like a completely different nose. Johnny, you doing your own fucking plastic surgery.
It kind of scares me that noses keep growing.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but they usually just get more bulbous at the end.
Yeah, I don't know if mine can get more bulbous though. It's
not that bulbous. It's just sort of fat up top.
It is fat up top. If you could feel it, you could feel.
That's all I'm saying, dude. You might need to get some rhinoplasty.
That is completely normal.
Johnny, I love you, dude. You're never gonna convince me that's normal. All right, guys. We'll wrap it up here. Be on the lookout for that Instagram post that Johnny's gonna make about his nose. I'm holding him to that one. That one's got to go up just so you guys can see what the fuck I've been staring at for the past 5-6 minutes. I did not know your nose did that. Now I'm a little freaked out. Has it always done that?
I don't know, for a while. But my nose has been fucked up quite a bit for a while, so.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. We are on social media. Just look for Jumbled Podcast. You'll find us. Send us emails to jumbledpodcast@gmail.com or johnny.jumbled@gmail.com. And you have found us wherever you're listening, but we are on all the other major platforms. If there's one that we're not on yet that you'd like us to look into, let us know about that. Regardless of where you're listening to us, head over to iTunes, give us a rating and review. Let's get those ratings up. Appreciate it. Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this episode. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled for your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. And then head over to patreon.com/jumbled, pay $500, and get us an address.
Or $10,000 and watch Zach cut off his pinky toe.
God, dude. That would just be...
you would do it. I'd do it.
I wouldn't be able to do it, honestly. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I got to give you your $10,000 back because I wouldn't be able to cut my own toe off. I wouldn't be able... I'd have to be put under, like... Anyway. That's it, guys. If you guys have any suggestions, anything you want us to talk about, let us know somewhere. Shoot us a message. We'll get back with you. And until then, thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast.
About appendages? Appendices? Appendages?
Okay.
Dicks, noses.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Things that stick off of your body. I got it.
Pointy things on your body.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bye.